Yes, 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 yes. Good afternoon, good morning, good night, those in eastern part of the world, the people in Asia. Good night. Midnight in Africa there. But in Asia, it could be even good morning, because we cannot really control time. Here in western part of the world, Canada, US, and Latin America, it's already 4, 4 p.m., 5 p.m. It is actually 5 p.m., if I could say. It's difficult to control time, by the way. Misal Kenya, Sudanin, the Ulaten del Kulu, Junubi Sudan, Shumala Sudan. Dana Mubashir Karlo, Alela Jaikun, Ma Saba Akazib Dunia. Saba Akazib de no Rikun. Pive Kitab de Moktub. There are 7 types of lies that I have written in this book. The title is Critical Lies Within the Reasoning Society. 7 types of lies I'm going to explain before you could, enter into politics. Today is July 1st, 2026. Alela Yumwai Shahar Saba, Senate Alifen, Wasita Ishrin. Apa setamam, Shan Bukura Juntak Tarbu. Saba Akazib, Al Karlo Besher de Ato Yato. So today you're going to listen or hear the 7 types of lies in the world. There are 7 types of lies in the world. I will explain it. But before that, let me give you just one song, then I will go deep into that. Nudikun hona wai. In Arabic, el badak. Nashiralekun Saba Akazib bidunia ina. Welcome to Caloric Show. Yeah, we want to touch the topic of today. This one talks about the CPA of 2005, by the way. It has rescued the Sudanese out of the 22 years of blood, you see, from 1983 to 2005. That is the second war, by the way. The first war started in 1955 in Torit. It lasted for 17 years. The first civil war. The second civil war started in 1983 to 2005. And then I will look at Kwana. There's Oura, Bun Behani and Salama Shamil Aljana in Nairobi, President Alipen Okamsa. Into Arbin saying the Shakalna Kamara, Maraten. Arba Alimia, Arba Alia, Alawol, Bada Senate comes to Kamsin, Albada Vitorit, Albenadu Torit mutiny. Bada Senate comes to Kamsin, Bada Senate Niro Sebain, work up. The Mudat comes to Senegal. But the Chakalan in Bretnin, Alalia, Bada Senate Talata Tamani, Vibor. Ma Torit, the big of Vibor. There was a march in Mudat come, it Niro Shrin Senate. Uja intabe Senate Alipen Okamsa. Alikamsa Senate Tani, Machena Tani be Shakala Alia and Nimira Talata. Alcala bigger limu Makartum Zato, bigger mal Yunu Barab. Alipero Talataja Bara Vijuba, Yala Horas Rilsa Machi. They Albia Alia at Talit. Bigger Khartoum Command Gamu, Senate Alipen or Talata Shirin Chararba. So, my fellow citizens worldwide, the Sudanese have undergone two major civil wars. The first one started in 1955 to 1972, Addis Ababa Agreement. That peace lasted for only 5 years. And then again, the second war started in 1983 from Bor, lasted for 22 years, ended in 2025 through the vision that God gave me in Nairobi. Now we have gone back to the third civil war, which started in 2013 in Juba, added into Khartoum, April 15, 2023. Now it become general. You see, the first two was mostly fought in Southern Sudan. First, Anyanya 1, mostly Southern Sudan, war in Southern Sudan. The second, SPLA time, mostly fought in Southern Sudan. But now this one, the third civil war, engulfed the whole Sudan, up to Atbara, up to Bor Sudan, up to Pasha. You see, then Abu Lekun, Shakala, Ali and Miratalata de, Albara Senet Alberan, Talatacha, and Junub de, Ujabordo, Bada, Khartoum, Yumhamistajara, Char Arba, Senet, Talata Shirin. They beg a Kalas, Kubu Dam Kulu, they beg a Mad Junub Barao. Lana Lipin, they can Junub Sudan. Anyanya 1, Ketir, Junub Sudan. Anyanya 2, Albugul SPLA, Taban, Junub Sudan, Ketir. Lakina Sador de, Kalas, Lakbata Sudan Kulu, Lohari Akbara, Lohari Kasala, Bumbolat Big also Lohari Akbara, Mataram Akbara, Damaru, with a Fasher, Damaru, wait, Damaru, Padeo, Isaiah Tamantachara. God will punish the Sudan. See? Because this kind of introduction, Lakina then Namchile Saba Akazit, Albe Matthew chapter 24, verse 4 and verse 24. You see, Matthew 24, verse 4 says, be careful, there are so many liars who will deceive you, and they are now with us. Yani Galfi, Kadabin, Deve Mata, Arba Shirin, Bada bin Arba, Galfi Kadabin Ketil, but if you must say Abu Kadab, come on, Deve Mata, Arba Shirin, or Badamini, Arba Shirin. So the false Christ or false Jesus is in Matthew 24, verse 24 also. So those are the introductions. You see? And also it says, in verse 40, it says, two men will be in the garden. One will be taken up, one will remain in the garden in the cultivation time. And then it says two women, that is verse 45. Two women will be grinding in the grinding stone. One will be taken up, and one will be left. Or two men will be in the same bed. One will be taken up, one will remain on the bed. I don't know who will be remaining in the bed when the other one is taken to heaven. Maybe the wife will remain in the bed if she was not a Christian. They bonus anushunia kwana mata 24 ano barin fi bikun itnin nuswan bata ndura fi zira amin fi murkaka wide bi shulu bi sama wide bi fadl fi dunya hina عشان نمشي بعدين في جهنم بعدين قال في اثنين رجال بعدين بذراع وايد يشيلوا فوق وايد بيفضل بذراع هناك وقال في اثنين كمان ناس بسرير وايد بيروح فوق وايد بيفضل فوق انا ما اعرف اللي بيفضل تاني ده بيكون مرة ولا راجل يتعرف طبعا في سرير نفرين في سرير ده بيكون مرة وراجل طبعا لكن يعطيها ما مسيح يعطيها مسيح ده تسأل مك بتاعهم اقرا كتاب المقدس. So we have 7 types of lies: political liars, diplomatic liars, biological liars, economical liars, seasonal liars, which compose of 2. You see, serial liar and non-serial liar. Then the last is destructive liar. That one is, of course, from Satan, who deceived our first parents, Adam and Eve. He lied to our first parents, Adam and Eve, that eat that forbidden fruit, you live forever. What happened? We begin to die. That's called destructive lie. It kills people. So Satan is always the greatest liar. Then أقول شنو يا أخوانا في كذاب السياسي مثل الناس ماشيين بانتخابات في كم كذابين بعدين في سياسيين بيجي لكم بعدين في كذاب الدبلوماسية بيقول بكتب الدبلوماسية ده أبراهام كتب في بايبل قال ده ما مرة بتاعي ده وقتي. You see. بعدين biological liars وايد بيقولوا ده جنة بتاعي أنا أولت ترى وين ده جنة وسرقوا ده مثل المرلي بيسرقوا جنة يلا يمشي يقول ده جنة بتاعي ترى ده ما جنة بتاعه. This one is called biological liar. You see. So a Murle can steal a child, then will come and say this is my son. That's not his biological child. So that's called a biological liar. Nasal بيسرقوا يلا يمشي يقول ده جنة بتاعي. ما ده biological liars. But if economical liar, he white can lopit enough we bellet, or we pari, rock abas white pari color and dimara, we bellet a lopit. So Anna can acro mark, we actually take in a pari, can't jab a lopita be jelligo, Akil command bit a maratai. Who bump to look at bump back of pari, I'll be in bellet. Hello, young and I am pari, much warao, much also villa bito, Salonat, Japana, Mr. Pelan win. Bet with a win. Yauna galo yake zolde mai numara de munu galle zolde indu mara indi chupti kep taraw de ramsi bet akolo bipari yalla kadab mai numara de abugule economical liar yalla seasonal liar de al bikizim fi musum bita kadabin wide bikizim fi sana yمكن 3 مرات في 12 شهور اضرب كتب دول بكذب 3 مرات في 12 شهور اضرب 3 كذب في 12 شهور كم 3 يعني 36 كذب. So you know a seasonal liar can lie almost once a month. So if it is 3 times, if he is lying 3 times a month, then you calculate 3 times 12 months, 36 lies. This is called seasonal liar. He has to lie every season. But there is what you call non-seasonal liar. A non-seasonal liar can lie only once a year or in 10 years. That's called non-seasonal liar. Then the destructive liar is the one I just mentioned, the one of Satan. He deceived our first parents, Adam and Eve, and they died. That's called destructive liar. You see? نعمل مراجعة تاني. السياسي الكذاب يقول شنو؟ انتوا صوتوا لي لما انتوا صوتوا لي انا بجيب لكم شغلات كثير انا بجيب لكم تلميع كثير لكن لما ينجح ما بفكر ناس صوت له ذاته ده بيقولوا سياسي الكذب. The political liar can say you vote for me, I'm going to do great development in your village, I will do this but when he succeeded he will never remember you again. That's called political liar. You see, the political lies. But then diplomatic liar is what I told you. Abraham lied. This is my sister. Instead of saying this is my wife. That's called diplomatic liar. You see? So, I'm preaching both in Arabic and English. أنا كبير كلمته خلاص عنه diplomatic هذول كذاب دبلوماسية. قالوا أبرام كلم الناس قال ده وقتي وده ما ربيته وده يعيش. So, seasonal lie I already mentioned. A seasonal lie can lie 3 times. We can say 3 times 12, which is equal to what? 36 lies in a year. You cannot stop lying. That's called seasonal liar. A non-seasonal liar, you can lie only once in 10 years' time, or in 7 years, or in 6 years. At least it's much better. I remember one of my friends called Loham there in Juba. He used to quote me, because I always tell the people, I tell, if you want to lie, remember the previous lie. Because if you repeat the same lie, it will be chaotic. Be careful. If you want to lie, you create a new lie. Don't repeat the same lie of a year ago. You see, this is what Loham quoted from me. Loham is there in Juba. Mana shunu ya kwana Loham gal shunu. Gal Karlo lai mun bugul shunu. Gal kanta zai ta kubu kizib tani jadid. Kadi ta fikir kizib balawul. Ajan mai lagbat mal jadid de. Ha? Mata kubu kizib tani utarai takar kelim tu badri. Agla kizib jadid. The principles of Karlo Kolong. If you want to lie today, remember the previous lie, so that you don't collide. Yeah. Let me tell you about, one of my tenet brother. It's called Logira. Logira, Faisal, they went from Kapeta to rural areas within Kapeta there in search of gold, because they knew there is too much gold within the Toposa land there. So they went almost 1.5 day journey, and they met, some traditional Toposa people. The traditional Toposa people knew these are strangers. They want to kill them, because they know the language of the Toposa. These two tenants, tenants are multilingual people. So they went in search of gold far away from Kapeta town, and they met, traditional Toposa people, and they want to kill them. They whispered in Toposa language, and the two guys had that language. So the Toposa said, "Let us kill these people. They are strangers," and they had the language of Toposa. So Logira had to design, a diplomatic lie. He designed a diplomatic lie by approaching the Toposa people. He speaks Toposa. So he started by Mata Robo, Mata. Then he started, do you know the reason why you come here to this area? Imagine, they walk 2 days up to the forest. Do you know why we come to this forest? You, the Toposa people. You already heard they wanted to kill them, the two of them, the two tenants. So we are coming here, we are sent by President Javen Nimeri from Khartoum to come and record the names of the people who always kill people in this area. And the helicopter is coming very soon. So we are coming to record the name. Okay, please tell me your name, because we want to record the names of those who have killed the people in the forest here. We were sent by Javen Mohammed Nimeri, the president of Sudan, from Khartoum. The helicopter will come very soon to come and pick us together with those who kill people here within you. The Toposa, got frightened. They said, no, please, we have never killed anybody. We have never killed anybody. Huh? You see? And then they started slaughtering some goat. They cooked some goat. They gave them, they ate. When they ate, then they said, please go and tell Nimeri that we have not killed anybody. Say, okay. So the two guys went back to Kabweta. They survived. That one is called a diplomatic lie. Mana shunu ya kwana, fi indi na awai tumo Logira, akumi taibato. Awai tumo inai, uyatur. Machi min Kabweta lo hari gaba fe, ahali na fi Maltabosa. Yomen, Vidoria, machini boti to dap. Lakini lemo Maltabosini na, Tobosini arba anu de la jani, kali aktulu. Tobosini wani tu loga, kali na tulu jamari. Ada quest net del baru loga ta Tobosa. Femu. Lakini mon hala kukezi tani jadid. Galis itu ya Tobosa, itu arbi le na jina ina lekunde. Nimeri rasolna mini kwe Khartoum. Nana minini bitatu Nimeri. Nimeri rasolna anu amja aktibu asam bita nasal baktul nas rigaba ina de. Fana jain ya naktibu asam ta nasal mina kun baktul nas de. Helikopter raiji. Helikopter beji asa de. Eji inazil ina. Chana shiru nasal baktul nas ina de. Fa asma ya filan isma gunu. Tobosa gum halat wal la. Nama katul nas. Mun daba wa hanam shuru. Mun rakab li jamadi akulu tabarin shabanin. Ugalle na faret tanne de kalasma. Amti be kwa boita kule nas nama katul nas. Jamade na jamu na kula kitu raja bitobosa. They have gulu diplomatic lie. You get it now? When you are in a critical condition, create any lie that will make you survive. You borrow any lie. I've got this book called Ethics in Permissive Community. It is part of ethics. You see, this book is called Critical Lies Within the Reasoning Society. It goes together with this one. This one is called Ethics in Permissive Society. The two books actually deal with, the ethics. When you are in a critical condition, you borrow any lie. Dai no yekidip can begin to khatar. Ai zai jama'a na baren del. Logira ma, so this mo oyatu. Isim ta logira tani isim to munu faisal. Da akwai zato min ba pitai. You see? So they are Saba and one bita kidip. Ana already kun kalas, pressure to kalas. So I already preach about the 7 types of lies. Number 1, political liar. A person who can deceive the citizens. You vote for me. If you vote for me, I will bring the greatest development very quickly. You see? Imagine. Like in South Sudan now, people spend 15 years without salaries, without development. Now, but they will still come and say, you vote for me. Huh? I'm going to bring roads, highways. I'm going to bring tarmac. I'm going to make airport. I'm going to build, 10 schools in your region. You see? 10 primary schools, secondary schools. And then when they succeeded, they never make anything. That's called what? Political liars. The political lie. And it is now coming. Be careful, you people in Southern Sudan. Political liars are coming with various types of lies. That you have never tested me. You vote for me. So when I succeed in election, I will develop your area. I will make a road from Raja up to Kabweta. You see? Highway. I will bring railway. I will bring this. So those are called political liars. After you vote them in, then they will forget you. No employment. And they promise that we will employ you. Yar fi kadabin fi siyasi nas al jahil. Why? Because gal intulo so tule ana bijbile kun shuari katir ana bamul madari leta kun mustajibat wa shunu wa kullu shay kada ito so tule ito ya shabab nasal nasal malakal nasal juba nas bibor so ana lo najat ana bijbile kun development katir ana bamul shara zalet mini akobo lo hadi bor lo hadi bibor lo hadi kullu makan ana bijbile kun shara zalet lakini mon namani anja قبل يونون من بيجا باكل سندويش براو ثلاثة سنة 4 سنة ولا بيجيب خبركم فده هو السياسي الكذاب. These are called political liars. So it's up to you to be deceived or not to be deceived. أنا أريد كل خلاص الناس لو ما عمل development في 10 20 سنة يلا بيجاملوا بكرة development أنت برا سووا لمنو نفس الزول الكسلان الما قاعد يجيب development 5 سنة بدون موية. خلي بالكم يا جنوبيين. مشكلة بتاعنا بتاع السودان دي مشكلة روحية بيحلوه بطريقة بتاعت إنجيل زي ما كان ربنا داري في 2005 فكرة بتاع سلام الشامل ده. ربنا ما بودي فكرة بتاع سلام لزول واسكان مجري ملكات ريال بتو لا. What I mean to say, God cannot give wisdom to criminals who kill his children. Can a criminal correct a criminal? No. Can a liar correct a liar? No. Can a thief correct a thief? No. Can blind lead blind? No. Can dirty man clean dirty man? No. Can a prostitute correct a prostitute? No. All these things are no. About 7 types of questions, similar to 7 types of lies. Therefore, let me conclude. Karlo Show. This is the end of my message of today. The topic said 7 types of lies. 7 كذب في الدنيا اللي بيجيكم في الانتخابات الجاية. خلي بالكم. أيوة. تتصور زول النسية ولا زول الكربان. تصور نفس الزول ولا تصور زول جديد. أنت عسى كان زوجت تلبس قماش قديم ولا تلبس قماش جديد. ها؟ لو جبت مرة في بيتك تخليه يجي قماشات الكان قديم في جسم بتاعه ولا تبيعه قماشات جديد. What I mean to say, when you marry a girl, do you need her to come with the old type of clothing, or you just buy new clothes for her so that she becomes beautiful? This is actually a proverb concerning what is coming now, within 4 months, 5 months, the time of election. You see? Because you are going to be like a woman, and the politicians are going to be like a husband, to marry you, to marry your mind, or to deceive your mind. Then I'm going to as you seen Beji, but they rajin. Wait a doula, how muatinin into the mara. As well can be there, how they rajin. Laki rajin al mabi biu gumaji mara bito. Mara bito bijare barra, talaba. Emji what is rajin jadid. Aike. Ana madar kaba sita kali kun jaisin. Ajabira na gulle kun sali le robuna kali jibi salam alasiri. Salam alasiri na bijare to kamara. Salam robuna dani de nimret ninde tamam maindu wasaka fogo. Be afi nasi yasin bi junub bi shumala be afi nas del kul taban yesu gal afiu baba mun mar wajal mun mamul. Okit butur salu yesu azolal yani dagesni nafiu kamara saba mara yesu gal le butur shunu تعرفوا سبعة سبعين مرة يعني نافي سياسيين تاني واسكارين ديل القتل 10 مليون ديل في خرطوم وشمال وجنوب السودان سياسي مجرمين القتل ما 3 مليون أكثر من 3 مليون ذاته لكن يسوع قال عافيه في سلام ربنا وداني من الاثنين ديل نافي جماعة ديل كله كل ظلم تبع حالهم تخرج بدرب بهلا بتو السياسيين الأمر الجرائم ديل أسباب من ما ديل يسيبوا كل سنة خايبين ما كمان لكن فكرة بتاعي ربنا داني فكرة ربنا داني قال عافيهم من كله. The reason why the dictators in South Sudan and North, they don't want to relinquish power, they don't want to give out the power, they are fearing the ICC. But Plan B said there will be no ICC, even though they killed 20 million. That's Christianity, the God of mercy. When Jesus was crucified on the cross, what did he say? Father, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. Imagine Jesus forgiving his criminals who were crucifying him. And that's what Jesus told me and told Christians. As Christians, we're going to forgive all the criminals. How will people go to heaven? How will people become Christians if there is no forgiveness? The first person who taught us how to forgive is Jesus Christ himself. And in fact, it is very important. If you don't forgive your friend, God will not forgive you. If you don't forgive your people, your enemies, you have killed their relatives, God will not forgive you in heaven there. So it's all about to nas let our الأوغا ها ناس الأوغا لو أنت ما عارف يومن ربنا ما بعرفك كمان بيسمع so مسؤولية بتاعك دي بكون ماشي لفاضي إذا ما بمشي بيسمع كأنت ما عارفت مجرمين البجوبة وكرتوب لازم نعرفه بفكرة عن الاثنين سلام الجاي شكرا